med lemon, amoxicillin. What comes to your mind when you see this or this? Probably you have been infected with you have headache, pain, or have a fever associated with flu, or maybe you have an infection. But what does that tell us? It simply tells us that we have what? We need drug to stay healthy in a world filled with diseases. And the funny thing is that we have not even thought about how these drugs are made, even though that we take them every day. What if I tell you that high-level mathematics now contributes to a search for better drugs? I bet you won't believe that. But this is what my research is all about. So what we do in our research is that we try to help those in the pharmaceutical companies to discover drugs or compounds that are best potential candidates for these drugs that we use in our everyday lives. For example, the components of these drugs that I have here, they are just compounds or molecules, which we know in chemistry that they have a certain structure. So what we do is that we take the structures of these compounds and they try to illustrate it in points and lines. Because if you look at this thing, it looks like a chemical structure. And we use this idea in mathematics, what we call graph theory, to develop some mathematical models that can help us to predict the effectiveness of these compounds that the pharmaceutical industries wants to use to identify a better drug. So what it does in actual sense is that instead of them wasting a lot of time trying to identify the compounds they're going to use, or maybe trying to get funding, or maybe trying to spend a lot of time in the laboratory trying to use animals to sacrifice for drug testing, we reduce their job. All we do is that we analyze this using these points and line, develop a mathematical model that can help us to tell us the effectiveness of these compounds that they want to use. And we can tell them, you know what, this is what you are going to do. Use compound A, B, C, and then it reduces all that they're going to test. And by so doing, the model that we develop will help in becoming a best identification tool or screening tools that will help to produce the compound that we are going to use in the drugs that we are using. Thank you.